What's going on, guys? Chris here with Clutter Reduction Junk Removal in Palm Beach County, Florida. Today is the same day that we did the estimate for the condo earlier from my last video. But right now I'm at the hospital waiting for my mom to get out of surgery. So I had a little bit of downtime and I've been kind of going through some of the stuff I want to do for 2023 because I've been pretty busy in December, which I'm not complaining about, but it has put a lot of my planning on the back burner. I've really wanted to make a very detailed kind of a business plan for 2023 as far as what I want to focus on for the business and what I don't want to focus on, and just really making sure that I'm on top of everything I want to do for the following year. Now, I made a video a couple weeks ago talking about if I were to restart my business, what I would do differently. I thought it was a very well done video. A lot of the people in the comments seemed to be supportive of it and agreed. They also commented down things they would change also, of which those people also have channels as well. So I would encourage you to check out that video, check out the comments because they've mentioned what they would do differently, and then check out their channels because of all the people I've checked out and follow, I would say everyone is very well informative of their channels. No one's just kind of doing a channel just for BS purposes. They're all very informative. I would definitely check out a lot of their channels. They comment pretty frequently on mine. So what I kind of wanted to talk about was one of the points I made was kind of focusing my marketing on very specific sources. So when I first started, I did a lot of my marketing through the clients that were done through the moving companies. I passed out cards and flyers. I did yard signs. I did Facebook groups. I marketed online. I did a lot of kind of in-person marketing, and each of those brought me in business, but some of them really took the cake at the end of the day. And I've kind of looked at back for this year, and so far, my main sources of clients have been through Google, just general Google searches, and professionals in general, whether they're real estate agents or professional organizers or property management. And then my highest grossing jobs have been through commercial work. So I made a video also probably within the last month talking about these exact sources and kind of doing like an 80-20 marketing split where you focus 80% of your effort in your top 20% of your sources to really help kind of bring about better results for what's already been proven to work. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I'll link that in the description along with the video of what I would do differently if I had to restart my business. But of that topic, I really wanted to dive a little bit deeper into the one talking about the professionals as far as who I would market to. So I went ahead and made a crude drawing of an apartment building and did a little bit of like a mathematical example of how I kind of feel about the differences in marketing as far as your reach in a general sense. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a zoomed in picture of this and then explain it a little better. But I hope this is kind of informative for you guys. I'm sure a lot of you are in similar boats. So my idea of it, and this is kind of based on experience, and then my girlfriend is a property manager, and I kind of asked her thoughts about the percentage as well, and she kind of agrees. So imagine an apartment building has about 200 residents in it. Over the course of a year, let's say approximately 10% of the residents need junk removal enough to where they actually need to call a company versus just kind of going out and throwing it down at their own dumpster or through the trash chute or whatever. Now, let's say of that 20, because I am such a high saturated area for junk removal, and you have a lot more bigger, more well-known names before you get to me, let's say only 25% of them actually use me. So of that, that's 5 people. Now, in my experience, it's kind of 50-50 whether I'm going to clear out a decent amount of stuff or if I'm just going to pick up a couch because someone bought a new one online. So I would say on average, my average is going to be about a quarter of a truck. So about $250. That's $1,000 for that one apartment building. Now, of course, I'd be going to numerous apartment buildings, but just wait until we get down to the numbers to see how many I would have to visit to get to where these would be. Now, in my experience, okay, real estate agents, professional organizers, and property management are the 3 biggest professionals to market to that require junk removal on a daily basis. So I kind of went ahead off of experience and figured about 8 out of 10 people need junk removal when you're dealing with these 3 professionals. Now, if I were to raise a scale of 10 versus 200 to give us a better idea of comparison, that's 160 out of 200 people that are going to need junk removal. Now, I'm going to assume 50% of them would use me, and the reason I did 50% versus 25% over here is because with these professionals, I'm networking with them. I'm building relationships. I'm using them on a repetitive business. I'm doing good work for them. I'm learning their name. They're seeing me face to face. There's a stronger connection to where they're more likely to refer me out versus others. Whereas with apartment building, they're just going off of a card that they got from their front desk, assuming that they even get their card from the front desk. A lot of people just call 1-800-GOT-JUNK because that's all they know, or they look it up on Google. They don't even know that the front desk has cards for us to use. So heading back down here, let's say 50% of these people use me. That is 80 people versus 5. Now, I don't know about you guys, but on average for me, in my experience, when I'm doing jobs for real estate agents, property management, or professional organizers, I'm doing like a minimum of a half a truck. I'm usually doing a full truck or even multiple trucks. So just on the pay scale difference, and just on that alone, I'm looking at a massive number compared to doing apartment buildings. So it's 80 versus 5. Which one would you rather have at the end of the day? Now, one of my goals for 2023 is to network more, and to not only network, but to build better relationships with the people I network with, which happen to be real estate agents, professional organizers, property management, anyone that can necessarily use me on a more common basis. So the reason why I really think that this example is actually semi-accurate, maybe not on the spot, and depending on your area, maybe the apartment building would be a little bit better suit for you versus this. I have found that I have brought in a ton more work through these 3 professions in general versus marketing to apartment buildings. I have gone around to just about every apartment building in my county over the course of the year. I used to do every quarter, I would go by apartment buildings, storage units, real estate offices, and assisted livings and pass out my cards and flyers to the front desk. Of that, maybe 5 out of 10 buildings are actually kind of supportive of me doing so. The other 5 are like, yeah, we're already linked up with someone, or yeah, I'm not allowed to leave cards out, or I can't hand out cards, or they just throw away your cards after you leave. I've actually caught someone doing that because I turned around to come back to ask a question, and she had already thrown my cards in the trash, and I asked for them back. I looked at her in the eye and said, "Can I have my cards back?" And she's like, "Yes, I'm so sorry about that. I just can't do it." And I was like, "Okay, well, give me back my fucking cards then. Like, you don't have to throw them away. Just say no, sorry, and give them. Like, I'm not gonna feel bad. I'd rather not lose the money." I never went back to that place again. But I've marketed to all these places. I've handed out what's probably hundreds of dollars in business cards and flyers, not to mention the amount of time. Granted, I'm not paying myself for this time. I'm just doing the business operations. But if I were to pay an employee, let's just say there's over $1,000 worth of hours going on in here. So, not to mention the gas, right, and the mileage and the wear and tear in your vehicles. So just kind of accumulating all this stuff together, that is a lot of work going in to what would possibly yield out 20% of success. Whereas if I were to focus on these organizers and property management and realtors who already deal with us and already need us on a daily basis, met them, connected with them, built a relationship with them, done good work for them to where I can create repetitive business and just overall really strengthen that relationship to where their daily need of us becomes daily work for myself. To me, it's a no-brainer. So that's just something I'm really pushing for. I'm really gonna strive to just yield as the best results I possibly can. I think it's a great idea personally, and I just wanted to go ahead and explain my reasoning for it. And perhaps you're someone who is in a similar boat, and if you kind of deal with a professional among those stages that I didn't list out, please do comment it down below for myself to check out and other people. I think it's a wonderful resource. Oh, there's the doctor that did my mom's surgery. Oh, he has a very similar truck to mine. I guess that means she's going to be done soon. If you have a source that you'd market to that's in the same field, go ahead and comment down below. I would love to check it out. And if you have any questions as far as how I reached out to these people and how I've kind of built the relationships I have so far, go ahead and just ask, and I'll be happy to kind of explain it in better detail. That is it for me. I just wanted to go ahead and share this. Hopefully it proves to be beneficial for some of you guys. And I'll see you guys later on in the week. Thanks for watching. Bye.